Why you sad today?
Oh, you want to turn the camera on now?
Yeah.
Shit, man. I think my team's going to get relegated this season. We're a pile of shit. All I keep seeing on my timeline now is people taking the piss out of Spurs. And it's horrible. You've got Jamie O'Hara getting abuse on TalkSport. You see him storm out? See the one he stormed out? Oh, man. Everyone's phoning him up, giving him abuse. We finished 17th last season. You want to buy these players, okay, we bought Kudos, Solanke, fair enough. But those guys, think about 3 or 4 seasons before that. Son, Kane. Try and replace those guys with people like, no offence, Solanke's a better baller than me, but to compete in the top 4, you need to be spending big money in the market, but not next to wages. Everyone keeps going on about this wage cap that we've got. I think we're out of the top 6, we pay the least and all that stuff. So we ain't going to compete with any of these big boys. I think even Newcastle pay better wages than us.
Did you ever play football growing up?
Yeah, that was my first sport.
Where did you play?
Centre back, centre mid, mainly centre back for like Sunday team. Played for, if anyone's familiar with, like in Tottenham, Parkview Rangers, Bush Hill Park I played for. But I was sort of like 11, 12 years old. Then I played rugby as well, but I think everyone in London plays football pretty much. No one I knew played rugby.
I feel like people don't know that you're a pro in 2 sports. Like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I played professional rugby for a little while. I think 4 years I was a pro. It was my main job. Yeah, I guess I skipped that quite a bit. People know I played rugby and stuff, but yeah, to be a professional across 2 sports, it speaks for something. I think people always ask me, "Oh, what's the crossover?" I think it's just the discipline, the getting up every day when you don't feel like it, your body's hurting, you just keep going. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I get from it. I think as a dream, as like an 11-year-old, I think I wanted to play for Spurs. Not in the Championship though.
Peak. But I feel like the heavyweight division's getting a bit spicy now, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is for sure. We got they've just signed someone else. Is it Gökhan? Some Turkish German heavyweight was at Bellator for a while. They've just signed him. You got Josh Hokic making some noise. He's got this sort of like WWE gimmick going on. This cheesy sort of. But then again, I think the fans like that. They're really into that because I think a lot of the UFC fans are old WWE fans. A lot of them, like Pokemon collectors and stuff like that. Yeah, they like all that stuff. It'd be fun. I think it'd be a fan favourite. We could talk some shit online to each other. I could tell him how shit he is, how cheesy he is, and then we can have a scrap. But yeah, you know what? I haven't actually got my eyes on anyone in particular. Obviously I'm focusing on my opponent on the 21st, get through him, and then anyone really. People should know already that I don't mind fighting anybody. My debut was a top 15. I think he was ranked 14th at the time. Top 15 ranked opponent. So I'm not worried about fighting anybody, don't care where they're ranked. But there are some fights that I want moving forward. Just for for the fans really, just have a big bust ups like me and Tai Tuivasa, someone like that. Not because he's on a 6-fight losing streak, it's because I think it'd be a barn burner. Someone like that. I think Derek Lewis is someone that I've always watched as well. I love watching Derek Lewis, but someone like him will be good, I think, eventually. Just the big bangers, someone like that. And I'd want to test myself against the best. Marcin Tabora, someone like that. They're spinning the game a long time. I'll fight anybody, man. I don't give a fuck. Just whatever. Pay me, give me the cash, and I'll turn up and try and put them to sleep. You know what I mean? That's the plan.
So how are you finding that weight at the moment? Because you're at the upper end of the heavyweight, right?
Yeah. The weight's pretty good at the minute. The last couple of fights I've had to actually cut weight. Not a lot of people realise. Normally when I speak to other fighters or people that are in the game, they're like, "Oh, you're a heavyweight. Are you all right?" Obviously it's a little bit different. I'm not starving myself, or I'm not like cutting 12 pounds or 15 pounds the night before, which I've done that previously. when I was out in Holland for my title fight, I think I cut 6.5 kilos or 6 kilos fight week. But this time, my diet's been on point. The volume is so high, the intensity is so high that the weight's just falling off. So I'm there or thereabouts now, give or take a kilo or two, you know what I mean? After the weekend it'll be slightly over, but now it's Friday, I'm probably slightly under. So yeah, we're good.
So what are we doing later today?
I've got some sparring at Northside Gym with Nathan Cook. I know he's fought in Glory before. He's a signed Glory heavyweight. It's just someone to give me some different looks. I always try and find the best possible sparring, and it's hard to find big boys that can move and that are, that's why I always, like we were saying before, boxing. I always look for good boxing sparring. Obviously MMA, we've got that on lock. We've got all the boys. Also, I like to venture out and take myself out of my comfort zone, and meet people in their domain. I think me and Nathan, we've only sparred a few times, so we're still getting to know each other. For one, you don't want to take the piss, and I think he's the same as well. We don't want to take the piss where you're knocking the shit out of each other. And we're so close to my fight now, and he's got a date coming up. So close, you don't want to risk getting cut or getting... So it's probably going to be like 70%, 60, 70%. It'll be little exchanges where, it might be 75, but most of the time it's probably 65, 70%. And that's the way it's gonna go. My game plan is always to just smash their heads in. That's always my plan. I'm gonna punch their heads in, and they're gonna try and punch my heads in. And I always find that I punch a little bit harder than most people. So, it could go to the floor. I've seen my opponent push people up against the fence. I think he's got a rear naked choke on his record as well. For a kickboxer, for that early in his career to have a RNC, I haven't subbed anybody in my 15 pro fights, So he might want to initiate that wrestling, and if he does, that's up to him. But I don't tend to initiate wrestling, but it's MMA, so you never know. I might come in there and shave my moustache and look like Hamzat Chimaev. Do you know what I mean? You never know. I kill everybody. So you never know, really. So see how it goes. But if he wants to wrestle, we can wrestle. If he wants to stand in the middle and bang, we'll stand in the middle. I'm ready for whatever.
What's your prediction for the fight?
I think it's going to be a good 5 minutes, first 5 minutes. And I reckon I'll do him in the second. Second round finish for me, I think it's going to be. And it's going to be a big bonus. 100 G's, baby!
How you spending that?
Fucking hell. I don't know. Loads of beer. I don't know. I was going to say loads of shagging, but... yeah, loads of beer probably. Fuck knows, man. Let me know how to spend it.
Yeah.
Want some suggestions? Let me know in the comments how you want me to spend my bonus. For one, because I know my opponent got a bonus in his last fight, and he said he's going to pay off a loan and stuff like that. Fuck that. We ain't paying off no loans and shit like that, no debts. Fuck the credit cards. Fuck the personal loans. We're going to spend it big time. You know what I mean? We're going to go... So yeah, let me know in the comments how you want me to spend it. Give me some suggestions. You know what I mean?